Okay. Okay. Today we are going to speak about smoking. Oh, sorry. The dangers of smoking. Smoking is very unhealthy. Cigarettes contain something called nicotine, which is extremely addictive. Okay, we lost our connection. Smoking, is expensive. Cigarettes cost a lot of money. The average smoker spends an astonishing amount per year on cigarettes. Lots of young people start smoking due to peer pressure and because they think it looks cool in front of the other people. It doesn't. It's against the law to buy cigarettes if you are under the age of 18. It's also illegal for adults to smoke in a car when children are inside in some countries. Please don't write my screen, children. Don't do that. Why is smoking dangerous? Can you think of any reasons why smoking is a dangerous habit? Cigarette smoke contains lots of harmful chemicals. They react in the opposite way as medicine does in our bodies. Over time, these poisons can cause damage to the body and cause illnesses. What's in a cigarette? There are 4,000 chemicals in a cigarette, including 43 substances that scientists have linked to causing cancer. They include nicotine, tar, it's gatran, carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, usually used to embalm dead bodies, hydrogen cyanide, it is sinil turşusu, arsenic, usually used in rat poison, then ammonia, nashatır spirta ammiak, DDT, a banned insecticide, then polonium, a reactive element. How does smoking affect the brain? When someone smokes, the nicotine in the smoke goes to the brain. The cells of our brain then send message to the rest of our body. This message can make a person feel more relaxed. However, when this feeling wears off, the person feels like they need to smoke again. This is called a craving and makes smoking addictive. How does smoking affect the heart and lungs? Nicotine from smoke reaches the brain and triggers something called adrenaline. Adrenaline makes the heart beat faster. Smoking also releases a poisonous gas called carbon monoxide into the bloodstream. This causes there to be less oxygen than normal flowing through the blood. How does smoking affect our heart and lungs? As there is less oxygen in the blood, the heart starts to beat faster to create more oxygen to bump around the body. This means that the heart is working harder than it normally does, sometimes up to 30% harder. The longer a person smokes, the more fatty deposits build up in their blood vessels. This can cause problems like heart attacks. Are there any other effects of smoking? Of course. Cigarettes also contain a substance called tar. Tar is a sticky substance that can leave the ends of a person's fingernails and teeth stain yellow. The poisons and smoke in cigarettes also cause problems for our lungs. These problems can be as simple as a chest cough or as serious as cancer. What is passive smoking? Let's answer to this question. Breathing in smoke from another person's cigarette can also be damaging. This is called passive smoking. Passive smoking can even affect pets in a house. Passive smoking can cause the same sorts of illnesses as actual smoking, especially if you are exposed to cigarette smoke a lot. In some cases, childhood asthma has been linked to breathing in someone else's cigarette smoke. Smoking is expensive. We know about it. Let's count how much money do we spend to the cigarettes. The average packet of 20 cigarettes costs, we know, 5 manat. Ahmed smokes 20 cigarettes every day. How much does he spend in a week, 4 months, and a year? If we count, in a week he spends 25 manats. In a month he spends 150 manats, and in a year 1,825 manats. And you see here, it's very expensive and it isn't healthy for our body. Then I prepare for you a quiz, and I want from you, please your microphones and answer to these questions together. Smoking, will you go up in smoke? And it's our first question. The addictive part of a cigarette is what? Tar, nicotine, carbon monoxide, or oxygen? What's the correct answer? Who can answer to this question? Children, please. You are listening to me? What's the addictive part?
Variant C.
Yes, yes. Let's look. Yes, it's a correct variant. Well done, Linnell. Our next question. What gas takes the place of oxygen in the red blood cells of smokers and is found in cigarettes?
D. Variant D.
Yes, It's the right answer. Thank you. The third question, sorry. Nicotine causes a person to want more and more cigarettes. What is this called? If some person wants to take cigarettes, what is called?
Variant C.
Yes, it's the right answer.
Addictive.
Yes, addictive. Smoking can cause what life-threatening disease in the lungs? I'm waiting for your answer, children. Be active, please. Is it a
Variant A.
A? Let me look. Yes, true. We have a low connection. If the bronchus and bronchus are inflamed, what might you have? Mumps, fever, bronchitis, malaria. Malaria.
B. Variant B.
B variant.
Let me look. Yes, bravo. Cancer from smoking can be where? Lungs, throat, mouth, all of the above.
Lungs.
Variant D.
Variant D, all of the above.
Oh, sorry. Yes, true. And our last question, why should you not smoke?
Variant A.
D. Variant D.
Variant D.
Variant D. Variant D.
Only this one. Look attentively, read attentively, please.
All of the answer.
We have just spoken about
Variant.
All of the
Variant
answers.
B. Variant
B.
B.
variant B, of course, all of the answers. Yes. Congratulations, you can see your score here. Thank you. And I also prepare for you some worksheets, and I will send them after our webinar, our lesson. This is one of them, the dangers of smoking. You see here, and this is the answers. You can cut them and stick here. Then the next one is it's a informative poster about smoking, drugs, and alcohol. I advise you to read it. And the last one, you recognize your habits, positive habits, negative habits. Then you can answer, you should answer to these questions, how to resolve these bad habits from you. That's all. Thank you for your attention, children and teachers, of course.
Thank you, Aygün teacher, for your presentation and for the quiz that students take part in. I suppose you have ended your presentation, and I am willing to ask students if you have any questions about bad habits. Maybe there is some points that stayed unclear for you. You can ask questions also. If you have prepared, it's also possible. Any questions, feel free to ask them. We are here to answer.
I have some questions. Are you have some advices for us about how we can stay away from bad habits?
Yes, of course. First, you must be a courageous person. And the second one, you know, I want to show in our project work, we discuss these questions. You can supposed to take 21 days before something constantly becomes a habit. And all it takes 21 days of dedication to stay away from some habit. Thank you.
I give question.
Yeah. Please.
What's a successful life? What habits should you have to have a successful life?
For the successful life, you can have only positive habits. You can think about yourselves, about your life, future life, about your ambitions. That's all.
Thank you.
Not at all. Then?
No questions? I want, in this case, to thank Ms. Aygün and other participants. I would like to tell that you are very active in the project. I have seen your presentations, your works. You are really great. You have touched many interesting points in investigating this topic, because this topic is very relevant to your age, and this period of your life time is very important because you have to lead a very healthy life, following some rules, especially routine. So please stay healthy, keep aside from bad habits, and try to be positive. Always think on positive, because everything depends on your state of mind. Thank you very much again. If Pervana teacher wants to say something, we're glad to hear.
Thank you, Aygün Malima, for the rich information about smoking. I think it's important today that children must know about smoking everything, and they avoid smoking. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, that's all. Thank you for everybody for taking part in this lesson. Thank you.
Thank you, too. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.